Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and in this video you can listen to the forecast of your star sign for the week 8th to 14th of September 2025. It's Sagittarius turn, and let me shuffle well, and then we're gonna have a look what week is ahead of you, Sagittarius. Hopefully a good one. Considering that it's a return of the working season now, people are returning back from holidays and whatnot. So hopefully you're gonna have a nice week ahead. The first card for you, that will be Judgment, followed by the second card of the week, which is a Three of Pentacles. Third one, that will be Five of Pentacles. And the last one, we do have the Empress. I can't really say that it's going to be exhilarating week. The reason for it is because you're going to come to understanding, or realization rather, that certain people which are directly involved in your, say, project or situations are not helping at all. I mean, in fact, they are to the detriment of the development. I do apologize for the sneeze here. And this realization is going to happen all of a sudden. We can see that through Judgment, which is the topic and the environment of your week. So in one moment, everything is going to fit together, at least in your mind. Okay? Every question you have, every situation you are a part of will burst with answers. And you're going to figure out a lot of stuff. Okay, you're going to figure out what should be your next move that is good for you, how one thing fits and how another doesn't. And certain cooperations that you are having right now, that you are pushing forward with, will happen to be of no use whatsoever. In fact, like I said, they are to a certain detriment, and we can see that with the second card of the spread, that is Three of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the position of the spread, it is what works against you. And so you may figure out that a certain colleague which you're working with is of no use of the project, or a certain friend that you are developing a common project, cumulative project together, is of no use, and it is only slowing the things down, something of that sort. And the thing it is that no matter how much you do try to support the other side, the other person, it's, at least according to these cards, it is a waste of effort, it is a waste of time, waste of your breath even, because you may be trying to present them with criticism as well, what they're doing wrong, with the whole goodness of your heart. That doesn't have to be really a mental cruelty here, more of a constructive criticism, how they can be better, how they can be more efficient and whatnot. And it's just these people, they do not listen. And so the only conclusion here is going to be I hope that this general reading is of your liking. But if you do want to have a personalized reading with me, you can purchase one from my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And there at the very front page, you can see a full list of my services as well, their pricing, and based on your budget and also your needs, you can go for whichever one suits you best. Now let's get back to your video. Uninvolve them in the situation, or in more severe cases, kind of like cutting ties, ties, I'm sorry, with them. And while that may pain you to a certain extent, because you were useful to one another, that it is not a dead weight from the get-go. It's just, it happened to be recently, and now if you do want to see your things through, if you do want to see your projects thriving, unfortunately, that is a person or a people that simply needs to go, and you are going to be the one who will have to deliver that particular news to them. And why that's the case? Well, because the situation pretty much changed. Now, we can see that with the Five of Pentacles into the third position, which is what helps you, okay, in the matter. So the situation changes. What I mean is that at the start of the project or the enterprise or, you know, the personal endeavor here, there was one thing that were required, which that person or these people were fully equipped of handling. And so they were a good addition, if not a good partner. But now it is completely different situation and completely different requirements are at hand in order that personal endeavor, or rather like a endeavor, to push forward. And these people, they just don't have them. They don't want to acquire them. They are leaning toward that I was good back then in the past, I will be good again. I mean, I don't need to improve. I don't need to learn anything new. I do have everything that it is required, which is not the case here. And once you cut ties with them one way or another, there is going to be a big question that is going to stand in front of you, how to do it from now on, because their absence also is going to be an issue, but rather very small issue in comparison to you know, their involvement. And that is where Five of Pentacles really plays in. And it plays to the adaptability for you to change the style of performance. And you are going to replace the style of partnership into a style of solo pretty well. Yeah, there are going to be some difficulties that you're going to have to handle, but they are going to be nothing big rather than a mundane as such. You know, everybody is facing those kind of difficulties. It may take you a bit of time to attend to them and to resolve them, but that is also something that you are going to pretty much do by the end of this week. And at the end here with the Empress card, it's very likely that you're going to be in a rather very comfortable place, not just only the place itself, I mean figuratively speaking, but also you're going to have a much bigger control, because through the energy of the Empress card, you are now going to be the one who will decide executively, I mean, where the whole enterprise is, you know, is going into. And you're going to spend some time in it. That isn't going to be a decision that you're going to throw overnight. You may spend a week or a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, to figure out what is going to be your next step. And that time also is going to be used for a huge plans. Now, towards the end of the week, you're going to have the affinity to plan for the distant future as well. And once you are ready with your decision, the step that you are going to make is going to be one of the most well-found and balanced decisions and steps that is going to simply serve everyone involved. And I do believe that you're going to be accoladed for, very well appreciated for, and the fruits of your labor, whether they be bitter or sweet, you will collect them. Nothing is gonna rob you this time around. This was your tarot reading. I really hope you enjoyed it and you liked it, and if you did, you can subscribe for the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, comment on the video as well if you feel the need to do so, and if you think that this video can help someone you know, you can share it with them as well. Other than that, hopefully we're going to see each other next time, and until then, bye.